Fishing this time of year goes one of two ways. More like summer, or it's more like winter.
That is not what you want to see when you plan a fishing trip.
What's our weather forecast?
I think our weather forecast for today is this, constantly. And I think it's gonna be like this tomorrow, and I think it's gonna be like this the next day. Fishing isn't pretty. You gotta roll with the punches.
But the whiskey, it pours the same either season.
Cheers.
Here's to catching fish and drinking whiskey.
That was a proper...
Water here in Tennessee comes in all shapes and sizes, whether it's in the air or on the ground. Little rivers that twist and whisper. Big rivers churning west to the Mississippi. And lakes so wide you forget which way you came from. So three friends, well, they brought three boats. Three ways to skin a cat, if you will. One big, one small, and one right in the middle. Thinking that one boat will outfish them all. And when in Rome, well, do as the Romans do. Welcome to the Whiskey Waters Tour. Now, before we begin, we have to go back. Back to the beginning. The Genesis. The cauldrons of time. The place where all things are born to this earth.
Thank you. Is this it?
Yeah, it sure doesn't seem like
I'm just kidding. We just need some kayaks.
Fellas,
Justin, how you
made
doing,
it here
brother?
safe.
Good to see you, man. Is
You
this
know, the
right
guy
place?
that rigs the kayaks, he gets the sickest one. But don't worry,
We'll see.
I made sure to hook you guys up, so why don't we come check them out?
All right, let's check them out.
All right, fellas, so we have three very different kayaks, all perfectly capable of catching fish, but they might be better in certain situations other than the other. So we've got the PWR129, the XTR130, and the RVR119. So the three different places that we're fishing this week, we've got rivers, we've got big water.
Nice.
All these kayaks, you can catch fish, but one might be better than the other.
I'm gonna guess you're taking the XTR, right?
Just by the looks of them.
Which I'm actually concerned. So this kayak has never been down a river, and it's also got $15,000 worth of electronics.
Look at all these bells and whistles, brother.
Yeah, this thing
But
is...
I will say, you still have to know where the fish are. This is not gonna help you catch fish, okay? And I'm speaking from experience. So kind of the centerpiece of this kayak is the Garmin ecosystem.
Holy crap.
So everything is connected wirelessly.
Wow.
And you can control everything using the Garmin Ultra 2s. So your motor is connected. You can also chart out paths via the map on here, which is cool. So you can fish hands-free. So we've got the new Garmin Force Current back here.
Dang it.
This is new from Garmin.
The grass terrorizer.
This is probably the greatest piece of kayaking tech that has come out in the past 15.
Why is that? Out of curiosity.
Everything's wireless. This is a
With your graph.
5-minute install. You have 4 bolts back here, and you also have wireless foot braces, the first of its kind. You've got forward, reverse. You've also got speed. You've got anchor lock. You've got forward heading.
Holy crap.
You got Garmin.
I've never even seen anything
What is that
like
little GPS?
This is also connected to the graphs. This is the InReach Mini, so if we don't have service, you can text via the graph.
That's insane.
So you got like the mothership of essentially.
This is the mothership.
There's no way it's getting any techier than this. But I guess like the benefit of having something like this is you will never need anything else on your vessel.
The only thing that you do need is a boat ramp.
For sure.
True.
And a trailer.
And that might be a problem this week. So if we go to a river, you guys are definitely going to have the upper hand.
You're not
you
fucking
can
this thing
drag
down
it.
rapids.
You got it.
How big a boy are you?
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah.
Nicer
That's
than
a bass boat.
I was gonna say nicer than most bass boats. 6 rod holders just in the back.
holders.
Yeah, these things are nuts. What else? Am I missing anything?
So you guys will appreciate this. Everything that I've got on here runs through what we call an aux beam control panel. So you can hook up things like USB-C ports, USB ports for cameras. So you can run your GoPros all day. I've got one right here.
That's nice.
And I've also got one in the stern.
That's insane.
Yeah, right here.
And it's all off one battery?
So I've got 2 Dakota lithiums, 12 volt, 100 amp hour batteries.
That's a 24 volt kayak.
Just run the Garmin motor.
Holy crap.
But at the bow, I've got a 12 volt, 60 amp hour that runs all the electronics.
You could take this thing to the Bahamas, dude.
Self-sustaining yak that can last for a whole float, essentially. But I will say, the cons are that it's heavy.
It's huge.
It's gonna be tough to bring this down rapids. Not impossible. Justin, I'm not gonna lie, pretty impressed. This thing is dialed, but not sure how it's gonna do in the skinny water. That's why I picked the RVR.
Okay.
Let's take a look at her.
Let's see.
Well, this is gonna be my baby for the next couple of days as we traverse through Tennessee waters. This is one of my favorite kayaks that Bonafide has. I've been fishing out of a similar kayak, the same model, for many months now, and it's light. It's perfect for the river scene and even lakes and ponds as well. I'm just gonna walk you guys through why I picked this one opposed to going with the XTR or the PWR. Starting from the top, we've got a anchor right here, which is great for situations where you catch a fish and you need to stop real quick in that fast moving current. You don't have to worry about getting to the bank. You can just drop that puppy from the helm right there at the seat, and you can keep yourself in position, gather your thoughts, get rigged up, and keep fishing. Justin also was so kind to give me such a massive graph here. Look at this little chicklet right here. The cool thing about this is he rigged it seamlessly within this waterproof compartment, which these are always nice in these Bonafide kayaks because it keeps your phone and your wallet dry, but also he's retrofitted it to be a one-stop shop.
So you can just
transducer and graph right there. So you just take that out if you're like, at a sketchy gas station and just put it in your truck and not have to worry about anything getting swiped. And it's got room in there still for a cell phone, which is really solid. So I'll be able to tell depth and see some nice little squigglies down there that are hopefully fish, probably just marking carp this whole trip.
Probably.
We've also got foot pedal controls right here, which move, I believe, the motor, correct, Justin?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Now, I do have a motorized vessel, which is nice to have, but I'll probably be using the paddle the most. It's silent, stealthy, and it's free on energy.
I like it.
Newport motor control right here. Got reverse, forward, and this beautiful little kill switch, which is really nice.
Crazy.
Yeah, these things are, I've never ran an RVR with a motor. I'm sure it absolutely hoots. It'll only run big stuff. So it's gonna move really nicely throughout those deep, long stretches. Super comfortable seat. Yeah, like I said, I really like these kayaks. I've got a lot of experience with this one in particular. Floated a lot of miles, and I'm looking forward to use it here in Tennessee for the first time. This is powered, so we've got a 36 volt lithium Newport battery. This is gonna keep me going pretty much all day, probably into the next without a single charge, which is really nice. Especially on those like long floats, you don't necessarily want to have to worry about charging anything, or sometimes you don't have the option to charge too. So having battery for a couple of days is super vital. And then of course, we've got the storage compartment right here. This is the Yak Attack crate. Run these for quite some time too. Tons of storage for like 3,600 size boxes, soft plastics in here, and they come fitted with 4 rod holders, which
waterproof,
is really
too?
solid. I don't know if it's 100% waterproof.
Looks like it might.
But it's strapped down, so if I flip, I'm not gonna lose anything.
Yeah, that's nice.
Flicks in place like that. And I have flip kayaks. Not that it's a massive addition, but a nice little place for your hot Joe in the morning. And of course, what's powering this beautiful little rig is Newport motor. So like I said, on those really boring fishless spots, we can just hum to the next fast moving current section if we are fishing the river, and we can keep fishing. This is like the ideal moving water setup. I have fished these out of big lakes, and obviously they work really good, but I think that's one of the areas I'm gonna struggle with the most because Justin's got
the tank.
As you saw, the tank, the heavy arch. He's got like the Titanic to my Boston whaler, essentially.
Well, seeing John's, I will say this is gonna be a dialed, shallow water.
Oh yeah.
Yak. Like river fishing, this thing is fully rigged, fully equipped to do that. Justin's, on the other hand, that thing is an absolute tank. Like if I tried to maneuver that thing, no chance. I mean, I guess you got the motor, but where I see my kayak fit is it's the best of both worlds right here. Let's take a peek.
Oof.
So Jon and Justin have had the pleasure of fishing out of their kayaks. I never have. This is a new kayak to me, but just off first impression, this thing is sweet. Let's start with my favorite piece of equipment on here, the 8616 graph, live scoped out. No, all jokes aside, for the style of fishing that we're gonna be doing, bare bones, basic. You don't need some fancy electronics unlike this guy right here. So I got my smaller graph to tell water temp, depth, and that's really all you need is for lakes, rivers. I mean, you can use topography on these graphs to find points and ledges, yada, yada. This one is the PWR129. I probably should have started by saying that. But it is a 12-foot, 9-inch kayak, and yours is also 12-foot? 130, so 13 foot. This thing's an absolute tank as well. But I think it's got some shallow draft. We don't have as many batteries, as much weight in this thing opposed to Justin. So I think I'll be able to maneuver a river extremely well and a big lake. We got this nice elevated seat. That thing's gonna be comfortable. And going down towards the back, yak attack box, like Jon just said, fit all my fancy swim baits in there. We also have a waterproof case up front, keep my phone and other valuables. And all in all, pretty similar. Obviously, similarly rigged up, different kayak, but I think it's gonna perform incredibly on all waters. And this is a swim baiting, boat swinging machine right here. I got 8-foot rods, so I needed a big kayak. I'm gonna be chucking some big baits, trying to catch the biggest and baddest fish in Tennessee. And for sure, the PWR129 is gonna get it done.
3 different Bonafide yaks for 3 very different fisheries that we're about to experience over the next couple of days. Let's pack these puppies up and hit the road.
Let's do it.
What do you say? Let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
Picture you standing with the yellow dress on.
Pretty good.
A cigarette hand, your hair too long.
I'm pulling.
Kiss me, baby, like a movie scene high.
Watch out.
The 2 young bloods are living wild. Let's raise a glass to the lovers that didn't last. A little miss bittersweet.
It's getting a little moist out there. But that's okay. We got rain gear.
Well, we made it to Tennessee. Dadgum, it's cold. And it's raining. It sucks. My dadgum cheeks are clapping.
Well, we got lows in the 40s. Mind you, I just came from Texas and it's 100 degrees back home, which I love. Lows mid 40s, so not terrible. Highs mid 50s, but as you can see, 30% chance today. It's been raining for the last couple hours.
Pull up how much precip we're gonna get tomorrow.
Chance of precipitation. That is not what you want to see when you plan a fishing trip.
There's this one thing that always rings true on trips like this, and it's when you say the words, "I'm going fishing," the rain rolls in.
They never let you forget. It gets cold in Texas too, apparently. We'll see how the boys fare, but we got to get to the ramp first. East Tennessee is the kind of place that doesn't brag, but doesn't need to. Easy going, a little rough around the edges, and built solid by time.
Justin, watch your front.
Don't just see me smash my mirror on that telephone pole.
It's country shaped by water and stone, sitting square in the middle of some of the best bass fishing you'll find anywhere.
Cheers.
And you never got to look far for a watering hole.
Bass and more bass. Here.
We lost the keys this morning. And when I say we, honestly, I don't know who to blame. Because we should have woken up Jon when we were supposed to leave because they were in his pocket the whole entire time. And I walked all the way back to the restaurant looking for these dadgum keys. But guess what? Pressure makes diamonds, and we're here. We made it. We're happy. We're healthy. Let's go catch some fish. We pivoted our plans. We have a lot of grass. There's 10-pound plus fish in here. I feel like this spot for what's happening right now is gonna give us the best opportunity.
It's a little soupy out here, but hey, from my experience, this is big fish weather. Little fish don't eat in the rain. Big fish eat in the rains.
What's our weather forecast over there? You look at it?
I think our weather forecast for today is this constantly. And I think it's going to be like this tomorrow. And I think it's going to be like this the next day. So,
No, dude,
fishing isn't pretty. You got to roll with the punches.
Wasted days turn into wasted nights. We won't last long if all we're gonna do is fight.
What do we got going on, dude?
Something about rain and electronics, they just don't mix, you know? But luckily it happened here and not a mile down the river.
And there's Justin with what he said was the biggest technological advance in kayak fishing. The motor that doesn't work.
2 seconds in the water and it cuts off.
In time we'll see. Come lay down next to me. There's nothing between you and me tonight. Wasted days turn into wasted nights. We won't last long if all we're gonna do is fight.
wow. Fishing through the middle of the birds. It's gonna be a fun day. It's a little chilly, but I feel pretty prepared. I don't need that shit. Well, I am freezing. My TT's off. It's freaking cold. It's like 45, soaking. Didn't bring the other half of my rain suit, so I am a wet cat right now. Fished a lot of good looking water with one bite. Oh, another fish. There we go. Fish on, baby. Fish on. Fish on. Let's go. First fish of the day for me on the Bandito Slim. Not a big one, but we shall take him. Nice little bass to get us started. Healthy, fat sucker. No skunks today. Number one, we're on the board, baby.
Man, I thought I was hung for a second. Now cutting, middle of the Mississippi River, Park Island. Middle of December, no more than this.
Well, midday update here. I've got water in places I didn't even know were possible. It is sopping wet out here.
I don't know, this is crazy though. Oh, there's one.
There we go. This one, decent one. Oh wow, nice one. Really nice one. Really nice bass. That's a big one. That's a big one. Finally got myself a good one. Finally got myself a good one. Come here, bubba. Come here, bubba. Why don't you come off now? Oh, look at that fish. That is a chunk. That is a good one. Holy smokes. That is crazy. That is my first fish of the day. First fish of the day, and it's like probably a 5-pounder.
Angry.
Can barely even hold this fish. My hands are so cold. That is my first bass in Tennessee here on this Bonafide tour. Caught that guy on a 3/4 ounce Guggen Juicy jig with a Bandito bug. Beautiful fish.
Yeah.
First spot, teaming to be pretty difficult. Oh, where am I going? Short fish, but fat and healthy.
There's not a dry stitch on me, son. Look at this.
Well, folks, I think it's time for us to load the yaks up. We fished for about maybe was that, 5 hours-ish?
5 hours.
Yeah, 5.
It was about an hour undoing the bird's nest.
I gotta hand it to Justin though. Grant was the first one to scurry off into the heated car. Then I was second, and Justin was probably the coldest. Yet he stayed out here the longest and grinded the hardest. So I think that will probably come into play later on this trip. Usually those who work the hardest tend to get rewarded the heaviest. But a decent start nonetheless. Caught some fish. No one got skunked today. Let's put these soggy Bonafides back on the trailer and head on down the road.
I was 7 inches away from getting skunked today.
7 inches. Wow.
Oh boy.
Between the whining and all the footage of rain, you may have inferred it was quite cold out there. So whiskey seemed, well, reasonable.
Welcome to Tennessee Hills.
Thanks for having us.
Good to see you.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, thanks for having me. Good to
man?
see you guys. So, guys, welcome to Tennessee Hills. This is what we like to call the Willy Wonka factory of booze. Come on inside, guys.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Thank you, sir.
It's actually probably the largest brewery and distillery under one roof in North America. It's a really great question. So, the most beautiful thing about Tennessee whiskey is you can only make Tennessee whiskey in Tennessee. Versus bourbon, you can make a Tennessee bourbon, you can make a Kentucky bourbon. As long as you fit 51% corn, 2 years, brand new American white oak, you can call it bourbon. But you can only make Tennessee whiskey in Tennessee. Come with me and you will see. It's just your imagination. We're just now waking this yeast up. So if you guys want to try it here.
Oh, really?
Put your finger in there.
Oh, it's delicious. Kind of like oatmeal. It's like sweet oatmeal. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are these photos up here? I have a slight idea, but I'm curious as to what they are.
You know, this is kind of the way I grew up. You know, I got in the business when I was about 11 years old. My dad had me pretty late in life, and he was the youngest of 3 brothers, and they made booze. And so that's how I learned how to make whiskey, essentially. And you know, we made whiskey like a lot of churches around here make apple butter. It's just something we did, you know. I have a sneaky suspicion this is about 140 proof because this is actually one of our blending tanks where we add the water and then we'll transfer it over into our barreling tank. So this is about as raw of a Tennessee spirit that you can get. So.
Funny to see it clear.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers, fellas.
Here's to catching fish and drinking whiskey.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is good.
Yeah.
She's up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If
It's the strongest. That was like
you put this in your car and it will
That was
run
the
the
strongest shot I've ever taken.
I mean, it's high enough octane. It very well could, to be honest with you.
Boys, what an epic way to end a solid day of fishing. A little bit of bass, a little bit of bourbon, a little bit of beer. Kind of a slow start, not gonna lie. However, we got some fish. Not a single person at this table here tonight, got skunked. And I'm excited to see where this trip takes us ultimately. Had an amazing tour of this distillery. Shout out to Steve. And I'm curious after today, how you feeling about y'all's rig? What are you thinking,
So-
Justin? Did it fare well in the river system?
I mean, honestly, this is just every time I look down at my graph or I made a cast, I would look up and both of y'all would be gone. Y'all are moving so fast out there.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all are probably hitting 7, maybe 7.5 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
John is out there planing with the RVR.
Yeah.
But I think really where the XTR shine today is being able to, I guess, chart a path on a graph. So I was able to fish those kind of grass mats standing up.
You look like you get more.
And I was on autopilot.
Yeah.
And I could just cast as many times as I wanted to, hands free. So I think in that aspect, the XTR today was really nice for me.
And it was a pretty big river in a sense. You could almost call it like a lake in a sense, but technically a river. Yeah, I saw you doing a lot of standing up, a lot of stability there. What about you, Grant? What did you think of the PWR?
Yeah, I loved it.
First time.
Yeah, first time. Honestly, I loved it. It was extremely stable. I did a lot of standing up as well, frogging. Not that they were eating that, but you know, I could like go up a bank real quick, like 2 seconds, go up a bank, drift down, stand up, fish the entire bank, and then rip right back up or to a different spot. That motor is extremely nice for covering water. It's like, you know, the difference between a bass boat and a foot pedal is like you can hands-free fish. Well, you can literally hands-free fish. Just set it at a low setting, cover a lot of water. I loved it. I feel good. I was just frozen today.
I feel like it was pretty diverse for such a small area. So you could kind of bounce over here and fish flooded wood. You could bounce over and fish rock, bounce over and fish grass. So for us to do out there.
I would love to go back there under some like more fishable conditions, because like through the lens you have no idea how cold it actually was.
When your hoodie you could look at Justin and you don't have a dry stitch on you.
This guy's 6'5", you know, 2.
I can't remember the last time that I shivered.
He's shivering, and I'm like, if Justin's cold, you know I'm extremely cold as well. But nobody got skunked, so.
Nobody got skunked. Yeah, I like the RVR. I'm pretty biased in that sense. I've been running that one for a while now, and it's cool to use it up here. Not a whole lot of like fast moving water, slow moving water is nice. I mean, I love fishing out of it. Not a whole lot of standing up for me, but I've been grown to liking fishing sitting down. Getting old, man. Got back problems.
The great thing about the XTR130, I love sitting down on that bass boat seat, baby. Yeah, it's nice.
The PWR with that elevated seat, like I could fish so comfortably.
Are you going to take it?
Either way. I was just gonna say, he did catch a pretty nice largemouth. Like that was a Tennessee classic. A 5-pound northern strain, thumped a 3/4 ounce jig, beautiful fish, fat, healthy all around. I was like, when John caught that, I was like, let's go. There are big ones in here, but I say we switch gears from the largemouth and go for a fish that literally would tow the XTR around. If you get the right size, like it will drag you around in that giant
What are we
boat.
talking here?
Striped bass. Tennessee is known for largemouth, smallmouth, but I mean, I don't get the opportunity to really catch freshwater stripers back home.
It's a unique fish for sure.
It is.
I say we got striper weather tomorrow. Let's roll with the punches. Let's say, hey, we got our nice big largemouth. Try something new, and then maybe run into a nice largemouth along the way while chasing striped bass. But I think stripers is the move tomorrow.
Agreed.
Boys, one last cheers
to a striper.
To a big striper.
And a good first day.
An AM.
Cheers.
Can't see the light without darkness.
Take a look at that up there. We've got sun today.
Well, if that's the case, our boys are really feeling the sunshine after the rain.
Would you look at that? That is a thing of beauty, Grant.
Oh, the sun? I thought you were talking about the graph. I was like, no.
Well, she was right and I was wrong, but I couldn't stand a chance.
So what happened to your motor back there?
Well, I got a little nick. There's a little drop off over here, but it's totally fine. I come prepared. I've learned from experience. Always keep an extra prop.
In the past, they spit me out and set me free.
The world famous Depths 250. If you guys are into swim baits, you're probably familiar. I've never fished Boone Lake here before, but rumors from the locals is that there are trout in here, rainbow trout that are stocked for guys like, you know, recreational anglers to come out and catch. Guys like me who like targeting the stuff that eat the trout. That means that there are largemouth and big striped bass, which we were also told there are some large ones in here, are definitely eating stocked rainbow trout. And so that's why I rigged up the old OG 250, because if there is a big predator fish down there with this crystal clear water, it's gonna come up and hopefully absolutely smoke it. I got that feather treble on there, which kind of resembles gills, and when you pause it, they flare out, and it's almost like, you know, just a wounded or struggling trout that I'm gonna fish close to the surface. But anywhere there's trout, big bass, largemouth, or striped, they're gonna be eating something like this. So.
Let's see if I get to show it.
So your RVR doesn't get a trailer?
No, we can just carry this puppy right in the water. It's a little heavy with the motor, but without the motor, this thing weighs like...
Now we know though, leave the motor off while walking it.
Yeah, otherwise you just have to tuck it in your groin.
Guess we'll have to meet way down the road.
Yeah, 72 and sunny, come on. Please turn me up, I'm begging you, turn me up, come on.
Man, I am feeling good today. It's not raining, it's not cold, knock on wood. We've got all the proper gear today. Everybody's got bibs if it does rain. But this is so much better.
Alrighty, we're off to the races. I'm excited to just not be soaking wet yet. Hopefully that stays, but you never really know. But man, this thing absolutely hums.
Oh, hang on, dude. I'm trolling right here.
Huh?
I said I got a line out, yeah.
Got the graph working?
Mic checking, 1, 2, my gray matter is so fluid. Blue coupe, the wheel fitment is so stupid. More likely to do it if you say don't.
Try to point, try to creek. Have not tried too much cliff wall yet, but that's probably gonna be my next fish on the glide, baby. Let's go. Oh, spotted bass, sick. Healthy spotted bass, and these guys are ferocious. As you can see, he ate a swim bait that's about half his size, but good sign, fishing this crazy cliff wall right here.
Stay grinding till the wheels fall off and stay shining till we all well off. It's all love. Stay grinding till the wheels fall off and stay shining till we all well off. It's all love.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. Sucking on my toes, cause I've been sucking. Oh, there we go. Fish on, baby. Little guy. Just a wee little dude. Oh, that's not that small. It's a pretty good smallmouth. It's a nice smallmouth bass. There we go. Got myself a brown one. New species for me. I thought he was like really tiny, but turns out it's a little bit better than I thought. Cool. 2 fish today thus far and 2 completely different fish species. It's always fun when you've got smallmouth spots and largemouth in the same body of water. Oh, look how pretty this fish is. Woo. Nothing massive, but a good one nonetheless. Nice brown bass. Throwing brown cranks for brown bass, keeping it consistent. Not a huge one, but a little multi-species action there. Had 2 bites today, 2 completely different fish species. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And we kick it like a pot roast. Leaving impression, call me.
Guy came up and smoked it. Big largemouth. Big largemouth. Let's see if I can land him. Yeah. Get in the kayak, baby. Number 2. Boom. Species number 2. If I get the smallmouth, we'll have a Tennessee Grand Slam, but a nice largemouth.
Well off, it's all love. Stay grinding till the wheels fall off and stay shining till we all well off. Yeah. Stay grinding till the wheels fall off and
There's
stay
one
shining
fish
till
on,
we
baby.
all well off.
Fish on, first one. First one of the day. What do we have here? That's a bass. That's a bass. Nice little largie. We'll take it. Woo. Ate the red crankbait. That's awesome. So funny how that worked out. I'm gonna try not to get a hook on my hand. There we go. Nice little bass. Got the nice trout hold on him. So nice. So nice to finally get a bite on the big lake. Even though I'm in a kayak that is essentially made and named after river fishing, this thing still catches bass.
Oh, look at it, look at it. Oh no, no. Holy smokes. Definitely found ourselves a bit of a pattern here. Hitting these cliff walls with the glide, and that's a good Tennessee lard.
We don't have all day, obviously, to fish, and being in the kayak, it's somewhat of a challenge to cover water in a big system like this. So I want to be able to throw something that I can fan cast and work the bottom and work just above the bottom within a reasonably fast manner. The other thing I'm thinking about switching to here in a little bit is a jerkbait. There's another one. Oh, I just had another one. Just had another one. Dang. Get another one. Come on now. Another one. Fish on. A little bit better. Oh, he came off. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a nice fish. No. Nice fish. Finally, ate it that time. Missed him 3 times. Oh, it's a spotted bass. That's cool. My 3rd fish of the day, and it's a completely different species. We got ourselves a spot. I missed that fish 3 times, and finally got straight up and down with them. Spots can be kind of difficult to catch when they're tiny like this because they've got such small mouths. Day 2 on the big lake. This has been a lot more of a fishier day. It sounds like the whole group in general is getting way more bites, catching some variety too. Some largemouth, some smallmouth, and some spotted bass. Anytime you're fishing a lake that's got all 3, you have the opportunity to have an awesome experience because you can catch them on just a little bit of everything. Like spots are a little more aggressive. You can catch them on suspended type lures, A-rigs, jerk baits. Whereas a smallmouth, you can get them dragging, you can get them cranking. Largemouth, flipping jigs. But I found most of my success today has come on just a little crawl-colored crankbait. It is fall, so with that in mind, I like to switch over from shad patterns to reds and oranges and yellows. And I've only caught 2 fish today, but I've had a lot of bites and lost some really good fish. So I'm really confident that one of these stretches of bank could have a nice bass, no matter what the size or color is or species. I have a feeling that this is going to come into play. I also feel like a jerkbait could work really good out here. Anytime you've got falling water temperature is usually when you break out the hard baits, you break out the small swimmers, and you do a lot of moving around. You cover a lot of water. So, the weather's been kind of nasty. It doesn't seem to affect the fishing too much. We're still looking for a giant. However, Grant did get a nice small. I saw him waving around earlier. So I think we're going to stumble upon something crazy here. But thus far, good day. I've got more fish than I did yesterday, which is a huge plus.
Big smallie, big smallie. Holy smokes. Dude, that's a big smallmouth. Big smallmouth. Holy crap, guys. Just got cranked on the glide. Big smallmouth. Holy smokes. Let's go. Number 3. Species number 3. Holy crap, that's a big smallmouth. Let's go. Yes, sir. Well, the Tennessee Grand Slam, big old smallmouth on the glide bait. That was pretty sweet. A little guy tried to get it, and then this one came up and absolutely smashed it. So I got a decent spotted bass, a pretty nice largemouth, and then biggest fish of the day is a smallmouth. But when they're eating trout swim baits like that, it's pretty dang fun. Well, got that big old smallmouth. That was pretty epic. So in my books, we have a Tennessee Grand Slam, a largemouth, a spotted bass, and a big smallmouth. The smallmouth was the biggest fish I've caught today. But we're gonna do something absolutely ridiculous and throw this Ballum 300 in trout pattern. And we're gonna burn it around this dam and these cliff walls and see if we can't pull up the biggest fish in this here lake.
It's the rebel in me, baby, I'm a revel in it. While you in the metaverse, I'm breaking metaphysics. I just can't with your flow if it's too regimented. And we kick it like a pot roast.
Smalley on the jig. Smalley on the jig.
Go everywhere that's not road. How could I not find it?
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day.
Fish on.
And that's the only thing that matters to me anyway.
Let's do a recap and then a nightcap, aka this Tennessee whiskey. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Well,
cheers.
First off, congratulations to the both of y'all for getting was it a Tennessee Grand Slam?
Tennessee Grand Slam.
That's pretty wild.
Nice. That's awesome.
I was not expecting that. I mean, that was not even the targeted species going into the day. We're looking for striped bass, got smallmouth, spotted bass, and largemouth.
I had no clue there was any spots or small in that place.
No. We heard stripers, striper. That was it.
I think within the first hour, we kind of all abandoned the striper just because we knew, I mean, it was 100 foot deep in the center. But towards the end, I had the live scope. I came back out and I tried as best as I could just to find at least one. So these guys kind of figured out what they were doing. I think the best thing that I could do was at least try to get one striper, and the live scope kind of gave me that best opportunity.
Missed out on the striper. However, we got a couple Grand Slams. And ultimately tomorrow, I think, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think tomorrow could be to Valhalla for nothing but good things about where we're gonna fish tomorrow. And it's gonna be a little bit of river system, more current, more fast moving water.
One species out there though.
SMBs.
Smallmouth. I did catch myself probably one of my bigger smallmouth on a glide bait, a trout glide bait, which was, I mean, that's kind of what I came to Tennessee for. But if I could catch like a few of those in a day, I'd be pretty stoked.
I was a little nervous going to this trip because I knew we were going to be, you know, switching it up as far as bodies of water go. Start off day one with the river. Today, that being a big lake. However, I felt pretty comfortable on my RVR. I know that kayak's meant for skinny water, dangling, a lot of fast current, but with the Newport motor on the back, I was able to hustle pretty quickly here and there, which was super key. And oftentimes too, I was able to put that thing in like 3% and just kind of coast around a bank, run the bank, throw crankbaits. At first, I thought I was at a disadvantage, but like, still caught a couple fish. I caught 3 fish. Just so happens all 3 of my fish were complete 3 different species. Boys, today was a whole lot better. Cheers. Let's relax. Let's get ready for tomorrow. And go
bigger smallmouth.
Yes, and go catch bigger smallmouth and catch some bigger fish tomorrow. Ultimately have a better day. Salute.
Salute.
Where did you get this?
It's a wet wiener, dude. It's good luck.
Keep that in your pocket.
Keep it
for
in. Keep
occasions
it.
like this.
You just never know when you like Liz.
Goodness.
Hey, remember how you owe me $10 for that motor?
What's
Actually, that's right.
I'll nullify it. I can take a bite of that.
Oh. God.
You think I won't?
Dude, you heard about a banana in the boat. A wiener in the kayak is.
I think because I got skunked yesterday, I deserve it. I did this to myself.
Snap into it.
Not only am I going to take a bite, I'm going to eat the whole thing.
Oh. That's a good omen right there, dude.
We are almost out here. It's moving in quick. We got rapids, we got rain.
Give me like a little rundown.
Well, it's very technical because of all the limestone, and so you get a lot of currents where there'll be a seam and a soft spot. So the danger there is catching your bow on that soft spot, because then the current's going to push the back end around and flip you over. So that's what we see most of the time in kayaks. Like with fishermen, I see them at the boat ramp, and they have their boat and their paddle, and all their gear is in the river. So that's I
feel pretty confident. I feel confident.
Could go either way.
Shit.
Coming down.
That was pretty smooth. Dude, this is a great combo. I think what's on everybody's mind originally was, how is the XTR gonna do in this environment? And I gotta say, it's proven all the haters wrong. This is the river kayak. This is the do anything kayak. I love this thing.
Yeah, straight from the belly of the beast, it's a young MC with a hip hop dream. When I step into the ring, got money on my mind and my heart on my sleeve. We don't keep it.
This does look kind of smexy. I think I'm just post up on the bank. Oh. Yes, sir. Sent him flying. He grabbed it right at the boat. First smallie of the day. Fish on. Number 2. Dude, I just got bit like fucking dragging the spinnerbait. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh man, dragging a spinnerbait across the bottom. Oh, that's more like it. Kayak swing incoming. Oh, right in my lap, dude. That's a pretty good one. Holy smack. Oh my goodness, look at that freaking pumpkin.
That is ridiculous.
Look at that thing.
And do it well. Heavyweight champ, need a new belt. Feeling big, need an XXXL. Spit fire, see smoke on the exhale.
There we go.
I'ma skate till the wheels fall off.
Nice one. I got a nice one. There we go. On the spinny pole. Yes, sir. Good fish. Another nice fish right there. 23 inches in here.
And I'm back again. I'm ill, I'm a pathogen. Tell the haters better pack it in. That's a wrap, my friend.
I've had kind of a rough couple of days, and I think this fish has made this entire trip worth it. Son, look at that fish.
We don't keep it low key. Got it on lock when I'm on the dope beat. I just called Josh and he hit me with the heat. Now I'm cooking while the whole world sleeps.
Boys, how good was that?
It was great.
I think without the fish, it would have been top 10 most miserable days of my life.
Yeah.
You got your PB. Grant got a nice one. Caught like a 2.5. Something
Yep,
like that.
2.5 pounder.
Yep. And then I got one bass. So we did not get skunked. Not a single day did anyone get skunked. We all caught fish. And today was cool because we got to move a lot. Tons of moving water. Landed ourselves a nice brown bass. And of course, this is the Whiskey Waters tour, so it's kind of fitting that we got some brown bass in the midst of our brown water tour. But I don't know how it's possible. We somehow got wetter than day one. And I got water in my boots. I got water in my butt crack. I got water everywhere.
Same.
But it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. What else? Oh, and
Brown bass.
it's only fitting that we have ourselves a bit of a sip of where the journey all started at the Tennessee Hills Distillery. Can I interest you, boys?
Yeah, I need to warm up. Something's got to warm me
I'm
up.
like literally shaking trying to hook this thing up.
Gosh, if only you guys could feel the cold out here right now.
Ooh, that was crisp. Chuck. Will you do the honor since you got your PB today?
Sir, appreciate it. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Wow, that was that looked like
was a
two shots.
That was a proper swig.
That looked like two.
I'm not built like Justin, so I'm gonna just get a little swig.
Goodness gracious.
You got to hear it.
And I'm gonna chug the entire thing. I'm just kidding. Wow, what a fantastic close.
That is
It's an amazing, yet grueling, past 3 days of fishing, boys. So much fun. What are there?
We made it happen. Though.
Big fish all around. We hit all of our marks, caught a ton of fish. And I'm excited for the next one.
Let's do it again.
Let's go pick somewhere to warm.
Why are we hooking this trailer to me, man? Oh, of course, now it gets beautiful.